Hello everybody, I'm Sejal Kundalia and I'm going to present my design before you. The natural creature that I chose for the kinetic element was Venus flytrap and the site that I chose for it was Arcade Rosa. When studying about this site, I found out that the current development plans in the area surrounding Arcade Rosa are oriented towards beautification rather than relooking at the whole idea of including the community and their social needs in today's context. I have been to Circuit Rosa, and I find it true that there is no organized space for hosting community functions. Therefore, I designed a performance pavilion that caters to their need when they need to meet or hold programs and functions. I designed a pavilion that offers a weather protected, semi open space for hosting cultural programs on occasions. The foundation, flooring, and seating is made of sandstone. Columns and mechanism of the kinetic element are made of steel, and the weather shade is made of water resistant fabric. The calmness and simplicity of this structure facilitates dialogue between the sky, water, and light. Play of light and shade creates a serene and soothing sensation as the mellow rays of the sun waltz through the network of metal jali on the faces of these columns. This independent structure has been conceptualized on the basis of the different combinations achieved at this site on the rotation of square platform and is symmetrical along its own central axis. My inspiration for making a square pavilion with a central circular performance space was this mosque, which has a square geometry and a dome in the middle. There is emphasis on light and shadow in the pavilion. It is very important for an outdoor space to be protected from the rain and sun. The sunshade has two configurations. The one on the left prevents harsh sunlight and rain to fall on the seats, while the one on the right allows sunlight into the pavilion. Coming to the spatial experience of the pavilion, the material I used for the stage and seating, which is sandstone, is not only to connect to the heritage site, but also because sandstone is a naturally cool material. It is important for a semi-open space to be moderately cool even during summers. This is a transitioning model. The first draft of this design went through changes in material, form, shape, configuration, model, and language. Moving on to the plan, this is the site plan of Sarkhej Rosa, and the performance pavilion is next to the mosque. There is a lot of space for interaction even around the pavilion. It is open on three sides, making it spacious and approachable to everyone in the vicinity. It is mostly a symmetrical plan. The stage occupies most of the area, and there is seating only on one side. The other three sides are open to the visitors. There are columns of the square plan which house the mechanism for the sunshade. Section AA shows the extent of seating provided in the pavilion. Section BB shows how the seating does not hinder the dialogue of the space with the heritage site. There are various views of the pavilion seen from various sides. This is a section of a column which shows how the mechanism is fit into it. These are the details. So this is an isometric view of the kinetic element. It has two major sets of mechanisms. Starting with the lower one, the process begins by turning a hand wheel, which activates the bevel gears. The bevel gear is attached to a worm drive mechanism with the support of a pedestal bearing. This is the worm drive mechanism. As the worm wheel rotates, the shaft revolves. The cam is connected to the shaft and the bearing element, and it creates a vertical transitional motion. It is further connected to these plates at the top, which create the open and close movement like the Venus flytrap. These are a few details of the joinery. This is a kit of parts used in this mechanism. And these are the configurations of the kinetic element. There are two configurations, a closed and an open. I would also like to show you a set of GIFs. This is the movement that the mechanism creates. Upon turning this hand wheel. And this is the experience that the movement of the kinetic structure creates. Thank you.